Okay, fourth take. Here we go. We're gonna start with an extra bouncy ball. I did increase the size of the things a little bit just to make this run a little faster for setup, because setup takes a while. Okay. This looks good. Obviously it's not, the density wasn't totally balanced out, but that's fine. I'm quite fine with this. Boing. Boing. Extra bouncy ball. Boing. This is just with spring stuff and damping. Right, okay. Now, let's do some of the area stiffness stuff. I'm gonna turn off push. I did make it so that we can separate push and pull for the springs. The stiffness values for those anyway. I'm gonna do 5. Turn down the damping a bit. I also figured out how to do damping for the area stuff. That's something I just figured out during the. It was between the second and the third take, and yeah, I was like, oh, now I gotta re-upload again. Now I gotta I gotta re-record it, re-upload. That's too much. That should be good. Actually, let's do 0.25, 1.25. That should be good. Oh yeah, that's much better already. Come on. There we go. That's already much better. And we end up with something much more blobby. And also it wants to conserve its volume, so when I push on one side, you can see it like juts out from the sides. Also, when I do like this, it becomes long. Oh yeah, another thing, I balanced out the forces. I figured out that balancing out the forces was really important. I had to make sure that the third law, Newton's third law, was being enforced. So like if a force is being applied, like if we're looking at volume stuff, and we're focusing on just this point here, in this cell, if there's a force being applied that way, we need to negate that and then cut it in half and apply that to these other two. So if there's a force going that way, we have a little bit of a force going this way as well. And that balances everything out, no more sliding. Also, I mean, just look at this, it's so squishy. Obviously there's still some issues. Things can become unstable. But as long as you're really careful, it's fine. I can actually just completely get rid of this now. I don't even need the self-collision for this to work right. I mean, obviously we're going to need self-collision if we're folding stuff over onto itself, but for the most part, it just works. And the effect is really interesting. Squishy. I want to see if I can make like a fatty kind of thing going on. That should be good. Oh yeah, that's pretty fatty looking. Get rid of all of the self-collision stuff again. Now it's like a fat tummy. Whoops. Except for when it breaks. Bye! I might be able to fix this actually. Funny thing, turning up the self-collision again kinda helps. I'm gonna turn up the sub-steps again too, and if I'm lucky, I don't think I'm gonna be lucky. Never mind. That's a bit better. Honestly, I think this was the same settings I had before, but whatever. It's fine. Blech. So jelly-like. Oh, yep, I broke it again. Let's check out the rod. I don't think I showed the rod yet. Let's do rod 2. That should work. See, now I can actually fold something over onto itself and it won't like want to clip through. I mean, it might still clip through itself, but for the most part it does okay. I can even do this. I can fold it over on itself twice. Now getting it to stay is the trick, but yeah, no, it's working. Oh, I swear I've had it more stable than this. Not bad. I think I got it. Yep, it's stable. Wait. No! No, wait. Please stay. Curse you. This is relatively stable. I spoke too soon, I guess. Never mind. Boing. Alright, I think that's enough. Hey look, I actually did it under 10 minutes. Maybe I can show one more thing. Just one more thing. It freaking works, dude. It freaking works. Whoa. It mostly freaking works. There we go. A little more compliant. Ugh. Kinda. Ay, 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 ay. Right. I'm just gonna make it do the worm. Let's do the worm. Here we go. We're doing the worm. Woo! Doing the worm. Yeah, doing the worm. Alright. And you're supposed to do the worm. The damping is too high. What happens if I get rid of the damping for the springs? Do I get a better result? Can I do the worm better if I have less damping on the spring? Ooh. I'm doing very poorly at doing the worm. There we go. There's the worm. I'm doing the worm. I am doing the worm with the worm. Yes, do the worm. Yee! Do the worm. Boing. Boing. Alright, I'm... This is really fun to play with. There it goes. I did the worm. That counts. I'm done. Thanks for watching.